Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for the Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. Today we're in one of the berthing spaces used by the ship's Mardet in the 1980s. The ship had Marines during 3 of her 4 commissions. Of course, during World War II, during the 1950s when we served during the Korean War, and all through the 1980s and 90s. The one time period we didn't have Marines on board was during the Vietnam War. For austerity reasons, Marines were not assigned to this vessel. Some people, including the ship's captain, Captain J. Edward Snyder, took this as a little bit of a personal insult. It's tradition for Marines to guard the ship's captain as their orderlies, be stationed near the captain's cabin at all times. To make up for this, Captain Snyder did something he called Operation Hilton, where he would airlift Marines out of the jungles of Vietnam and bring them on board the ship, where they were getting showers and hot food for the first time in a while. He was able to rotate through groups of Marines like this and give them a little taste of home and then send them back to the fight and bring more people on board. This was his way of getting around McNamara's cost-saving measures. During World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, sailors used what were called pipe racks, which were pretty close to hammocks with a pipe frame and then a canvas layer on top that you could adjust the tightness of for comfort. And they could be stacked 3, 4, 5 high depending on the compartment. In the 1980s, the battleship was refit with these coffin racks. They're much more similar to the racks you'll see on modern ships today. One reason for adding these was the transition from a draft Navy to a volunteer Navy. You had to make things more comfortable and give more privacy. These racks could be fitted with curtains, although you don't see any here. They would give you some privacy. And you also have storage space under the bunk, which you did not get with the traditional pipe racks. An interesting feature here in Marine Corps berthing are the seat belts. Those help keep you from rolling out of the bed. In the regular sailor berthing, you don't see many of these, as sailors were too proud to keep them. If they ever had them attached, they were removed. In Marine Corps berthing, you tend to see them more than in sailor berthing. This space was for the Marine Sergeant. It also has a locker for some of the rifles. We're not too far from where the Marines berthed. I'm not sure if this would have just been storage for the sergeants. Seems like too much room for just the handful of them, or if some amount of ready service weaponry and ammunition was stored here. We have a number of other armory spaces like this one around the ship. So where is Marine Corps berthing on this ship? We're on the aft end of third deck. And to give you a little bit of an idea where that is, we're at the end of Broadway, the longest, widest passageway on the ship. If you want to come on board and visit Broadway, join us Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for our hourly guided programs, many of which come down here, or join us Saturdays and Sundays for our 90-minute long Turret 2 or Steam to Speed tours, which also take a stroll down Broadway. Remember to like, subscribe, and share our videos, and come back every Friday for more content.